Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Damiere Byrd returning it.
One guarantee I can...
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd down, here's Barkley again, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Off the bootleg, Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Herb Smith Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Fields. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. After the sack on first down, Jones. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. That puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Fields on first down. Check down to Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away. Game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And out across midfield, down to the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They go play action here on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bird to return from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Fields. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On first down, here's Breida. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
from the gun on third down. Fields. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Completes it to Hardman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones flush to his right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Texans 21, Colts 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Jones now throwing after the interception. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Bird to return from his end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Houston. Now it's Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now Jones. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Fields flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Turn. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 26. Check 26.
Throwing Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Oh, able to avoid him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Running left, it's Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones forced out to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Broken tackle and out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Jones. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
I need to get my swag right there.
Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
Fields now to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown there to make the grab.
And the Texans are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
That catch good for only a couple. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Sanders on for the extra point.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Smith with a grab. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of